Personal brand in pageantry. What is it? Why do you need it? And how do we apply it? So as a pageant contestant, your personal brand is that item, that thing, that quality, that characteristic, that thing you do that makes you so unique. And ultimately, in pageant, we are looking for a young woman who is going to be a role model to this current generation, a pop icon, someone who is interesting, compelling, relatable, worth looking up to. So what is it about you that makes you unique? Now, when we're in front of a panel of judges, we only have a brief amount of time to inform them about who we are and why we would make a great Miss Title holder. In those few moments, if we do not have for ourselves clearly identified in advance what our personal brand is, it makes it much more difficult for the judges to then discover what your personal brand is, who you are, how you do the job, and what you uniquely will bring to it. So we have a simple exercise that we can do in advance of competition so that you can better understand for yourself what your personal brand is, and you can then reveal that to the judges during the course of conversation with some carefully selected words that you will deploy during your interview conversation or during your onstage question. And this is also something you can carry with you in your body language. The way you conduct yourself on stage, you have another opportunity to communicate with your judges and your audience, even though you're not using actual words. But if we don't know what sets us apart, what our brand is, before we ever set foot inside of competition, then we cannot articulate that verbally or non-verbally to our judges and to our audience. So here's the simple exercise that we can just employ quickly, right? This will take you maybe 15 minutes tops. But what you need to do then is begin to assimilate that brand into your conversations. You need to be able to identify the words so that you can utilize those words and paint word pictures for your judges once you meet them. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to sit down with pen and paper or at your keyboard or in front of your phone or some other video device, whatever you prefer. Any of these tools will work. For me, I'm a pen and paper gal. Sit down and ask yourself this question. If my 3 closest friends could describe me, what would they say about me? Now, as you answer that question for yourself, you think of those 3 individuals specifically because 3 friends, they're all going to love different unique things about you that makes your friendship so special, makes you so special as a friend to them. So as you consider these friends, and you begin to consider, well, what would she say about me? Or what would he say about me? Or what would this person have to say about, and we begin to write or name out the qualities and the characteristics or the unique things about you. Oh, she loves what a great gift giver I am. Or, oh, he really appreciates the way that I listen when he brings me a problem. Or, she says that I give the best hugs. So those are the kinds of traits that we want to begin to list out, right? So as we begin to write these things down or say these things to ourselves on a video, then we begin to pull those specific words. I'm funny. I'm loyal. I'm driven. I'm highly organized. I am results oriented. I always follow up. I'm responsible. I'm the one who acts with the most maturity in our group of friends, right? So these are characteristics and qualities that are unique to you that your friends can name for you. And if you're not sure what your friends would say, if you trust them, you can go to them and ask them this question. How would you describe me as a great friend? What qualities do I have that make my friendship with you attractive? What benefits are in it for you that you get specifically from being a good friend with me? How am I great to be with and great for you? Now, as we have this word list begin to come together, and you may have 25 words on this word list that name these important qualities that are unique to you. funny, lighthearted, engaging, empathetic, right? All of those great qualities, humorous. As you begin to write them down, there will probably be maybe 5 of those words that really resonate with you. And I would even go so far as to narrow it down to really 3 that you can key in on. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take those 3 and I want you to begin to weave those into your personal brand. So as you make video content for social media, as you write your fact sheet for your judges' paperwork, as you begin to prepare your opening statement and your closing statement, I want you to consider weaving these words in. And the 3 that are the most important to you, that best describe you, that you identify with most strongly, those are the ones that we need to put in front of our judges, either through conversation, on paper, or in our opening and closing statement, so that the judges have a clear sense of who you would be in the job. You would be responsible. And so go ahead and share with them about what responsibility looks like in your life. How do you demonstrate that responsibility? Fiercely loyal. Well, how have you been, how would that show up in your life or in a friendship? Because you're fiercely loyal then not only to your friends, but you would be fiercely loyal to the organization. You would be fiercely loyal to your sister contestants. You would be fiercely loyal in so many ways. What a great trait to have in a title holder. So if we can begin to expose this personal brand to our judges through our social media platforms and through our communication skills, verbal, nonverbal, and written, then when we're up on stage even as well, and our body language is demonstrating responsibility in the way you know your walking pattern, in the way that you know your choreography for your opening production number. There are ways that you can demonstrate nonverbally responsibility or loyalty or maturity or sense of humor, right? So those traits are your personal brand. And if you can identify at least 3, up to 5, that's not overwhelming, right? You can remember those things, but keep that word list somewhere where you can lean into it and examine it. A lot of young women will keep a pageant notebook, which is a great idea. But once you've identified them, now you can begin to weave them into all of the different aspects of your preparation. Attach mental pictures for yourself of times that you've actually been and displayed those qualities or those traits. And then those are stories that you can relay to your judges, or you can include in your service initiative essay, or fun facts that you can put on your fact sheet. All of these words will then help you define that personal brand, which is how you are setting yourself apart from the other young women who are applying for the same job and have different qualities that make them unique, and that is their personal brand. The difference is you'll know how to describe yourself easily, quickly to the judges with stories that paint word pictures, so they can begin to develop that synergy with you and get a true sense of how you would do the job as Miss Title Holder, and they can learn it that much more quickly because they didn't have to dig around asking questions to figure out who you would be. You are easily and readily sharing your personal brand with them, and that is what will set you apart as you ask for the job of the next Miss Title Holder. Personal brand is so important to us in pageantry, and it's just that short exercise that will be able to help you elevate your communication skills so that your judges can find you that much more quickly and understand you that much more deeply. I wish you all the best.